For this build, I used EVA foam, painter's tape, old straps, an old shirt, craft foam, a Sharpie, hot glue, paint, a sharpening stone, a respirator mask, goggles, a rotary tool, scissors, razor pens, or a box cutter. First I drew a pattern onto a sheet of foam, then I cut out the pieces. Some of the edges came out rough, so I sanded them with my rotary tool, and I heat formed them with a heat gun. I know I'm not showing that, but I mean, how many times do people need to see me sanding and heat forming foam? My channel is full of videos of me sanding and heat forming foam. It's very simple. Then I used painter's tape and painted it white to create a ribcage pattern. You can skip this part if you don't want to do a pattern. The pattern for this is specific to the project that I'm working on. See, this is the sort of thing that you could make it out of cardboard and no one would notice, but if it wasn't there at all, people would absolutely notice. Oh, those are the shoulder and gut plates that I heat formed and left in coffee cans overnight. Didn't need to cool that long, but it's just how it worked out. I used scrap craft foam and hot glue to connect the pieces on the back. Then I hot glued an old strap to either end of the abdomen plate. You know, I like gut plate better. It's a gut plate, and that will sort of act as a belt. Hey Jake, why are you saving that torn in half shirt for 4 years? I don't know, maybe so I can use it in the future to hold together makeshift Mandalorian armor, Dad. Actually, I think that was probably my mom who gave me that complaint. I don't really remember. When people complain to me, it just kind of slurs into white noise, you know what I mean? I put on the torn shirt over a slightly less torn shirt and hot glued it to my shoulders while I was wearing it. I let the glue sit for a moment before I did this because I didn't want to get burned. Still have the scar from when I did the ZF1 prop. Healing up pretty good, you can barely see it. I cut off the edge to make room for the shoulder pieces. The shoulder pieces that I'm using are left over from the Kylo's helmet test film that I did a while ago. You should check it out, there's lightsabers. It was a lot of fun. The tutorial for those is called How to Make Stormtrooper Shoulder Armor, something like that. I don't know, just look for it, you'll find it. Or hey, maybe I'll post some links somewhere. I glued the lower part of the shirt to the rest of the armor plates and trimmed the edges. And that's it. The rest of the costume is made up of a helmet and utility belt that there are also tutorials for on this channel. Also a jetpack that I built over on the Indie Mogul channel, link below. And an old jumpsuit that I'm sure no Star Wars fans will ever have a problem with ever. You know what's crazy to me? The average Star Wars fan and average Trekkie both have an irrational hatred of the prequels to their franchises. Just saying, it's ridiculous. Okay, so in every video where I'm sealing my foam props, I get the comment, do we really have to seal the foam props? In every video where I'm not sealing foam, I get angry comments, why are you sealing props and plastic or whatever material that I like, but I don't really know because I've never actually built anything. I just watched a couple Evil Ted videos. So let me demonstrate right now why you should seal your foam props. See, I didn't need to seal this because my character was just standing still in a medium shot. Like, this had to work for like 5 minutes. It had to exist for 5 minutes. But in the long run, like if I have to store this and travel with it and move around a lot all day like at a con, it might not work. And here's why. See that? See that? It's the worst. There is no flex in this paint whatsoever. How close can we get before it focuses? Still think it works far away, but yeah, look at that. Wasn't that a lovely noise? It's amazing. It's my favorite noise. So yeah, that's a video. This is my new outro card. It's kind of a first draft. So if anybody has any ideas for outro cards, let me know in comments below. And also check out the Patreon page, because that's where the funding for these videos comes from. All right, that's it. Jake out.